Let me present my homeland to you through this short film. Welcome to Bosnia and Herzegovina. Bosnia and Herzegovina has been nicknamed the heart-shaped country because of its mild geographical heart shape. The name Bosna comes from Indo-European word Bosana, which means water. It is 13 times smaller than Afghanistan, 9 times smaller than Iraq, and 4 times smaller than Syria. There are 3.5 million inhabitants in our country, which is 24 times less than the population of Iran. The capital is Sarajevo, and the currency of Bosnia and Herzegovina is the convertible mark. Sarajevo became world famous after hosting the Winter Olympics in 1984. There are many beautiful places and buildings in Sarajevo, such as the Basčaršija Promenade, the City Hall and the Latin Bridge, as well as the Museum of Our Childhood, which is unique in the world. There are also many other attractive places for sightseeing, such as the Pannonia Lakes in Tuzla, the only salt lake in Europe, the impressive old bridge in Mostar, and the old fortress castle in Banja Luka. And then further up astonishing river Una, you will find waterfalls, cascades in the vicinity of B&H. This is Bosnia and Herzegovina. As you can see, it abounds with mountains, forests and rivers, but it also has access to the Adriatic Sea at Neum, which is the only town located on the coast. You should be prepared for very cold winters and very warm summers, with a temperature range from -20 degrees Celsius up to +35 degrees Celsius. Bosniak Serbs and Croats represent the majority of the population, but there are also some other ethnic groups in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Although there are 3 official languages, Bosnian, Serbian and Croatian, the differences between them are minor, and the residents understand each other very well. Islam, Orthodoxy and Catholicism are the most represented religions, but there are also many other religious groups. In Sarajevo, in just a few square meters, you can see churches, a mosque and a synagogue. The 4-year war in Bosnia and Herzegovina ended 25 years ago, but the scars are still visible. If you appreciate nature and like hiking, you should take some basic precautions and seek advice before heading off. This is because there is still the danger of landmines in some forests and landscape. The most famous domestic dishes in Bosnia and Herzegovina cover many different types of pies, kebabs, dolma, cabbage rolls, and sweet dishes of baklava and hrmašica. Here are some interesting facts about Bosnia and Herzegovina. Did you know the Skakavac waterfall, located just 12 kilometers from Sarajevo, is the second highest waterfall in Europe at 98 meters. The highest mountain in Bosnia and Herzegovina is Maglic at an altitude of 2,386 meters. More than 600 wild horses live in the vicinity of Livno, which along with Mongolia and Iceland is one of the few remaining places on the planet where you can still see herds of wild horses and hang out with them. Vjetrenica Cave has been recognized as a protected natural monument since 1952. The average temperature in the cave is about 11 degrees Celsius throughout the year, and its rich fauna encompasses 186 different animal species. The river Neretva is the coldest in the world. 163 different birds live in the nature park Hutovo Blato. Nearby the city of B&H, there is a genuine fairy tale castle that is several centuries old. The waterfall Štrbački Buk is an oasis of nature with its incredible dominant 25 meters high falls. The famous Jajca waterfalls, created some 50,000 years ago, are the only ones in the world that exist in the city center. It is one of the world's 12 most beautiful waterfalls. The first electric tram in Europe roared right through Sarajevo. The first internet news in the world came from the Winter Olympics in Sarajevo in 1984. Bosnia and Herzegovina has ratified the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child. In Bosnia and Herzegovina, a child becomes an adult when he or she reaches the age of 18 years. Male and female children have equal rights. More specifically, all children, regardless of gender, skin color, language, or religion, have equal rights to healthcare, education, a non-violent upbringing and development, engage in play and recreational activities, and have freedom of thought and expression. Compulsory primary education covers the first 9 years of their education, followed by 3 or 4 years of secondary school, and then higher education according to a person's ambition. Children have the opportunity to engage in various recreational sports and artistic activities, and are protected from violence, economic exploitation, and the performance of work deemed harmful to their health or development. They have the right to live with their parents, or if this is not possible or good for them, to be otherwise protected by the state. Under the laws of Bosnia and Herzegovina, refugee and migrant children have the same rights as our children. Although in practice, children's rights may not always be respected. There are many non-governmental organizations for children's rights to address this issue. We hope that you will have a pleasant and enjoyable time in our country.